Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to our today's webinar on the topic which will be mostly on GIS Analytics, which will be explain you and give you the benefit how to maximize the mine profits and minimize idle time with the GIS solutions. So in this particular application, you can understand that how GIS can help you in your mining operations to address these two important aspects of the mining. Yeah, before start of the webinar, I will just introduce about our organization. So we are GIS Technology Private Limited, and we incorporated in 1994 to focus on PLM solutions and sales and implementation and support. And we are the Dassault System Platinum partner, and we are having 7 offices across India, and we are also the value-added partner for ESRI, and we are having more than 1,500 customers, and we are the technology solutions provider in India, and we are also strategic alliance with world leaders like Dassault System, Esri, Technia, UOS, Synopsys, then Human Solutions, Presagis, MAC, Festo. So there are different solutions we are working, but today our focus will be on Esri solutions. And our HO is in Bengaluru, and we are also having other locations including Noida, Gurgaon, and other locations. We are having our presence. Coming back to the mining at the rate EDST. So we are engaged in mining solution sales, support, and services in mining, Indian mining industries. And we are also having a team of highly experienced geologists and mining engineers to provide technical support solutions on 3DS GeoVia suite of products. We supported 100+ mining, consulting, and academia customers and provide support to customers in different commodities like iron ore, manganese, chromite, limestone, gold, copper, and coal. Now, for this particular webinar, I will introduce our 2 senior GIS analysts, Mr. Yogesh and Mr. Rohit. So Mr. Yogesh will be the coordinator for this particular webinar, and he is the senior manager GIS, and Mr. Rohit is a GIS specialist, and he will give the presentation, and he is the speaker. And at the end of this particular webinar, after this, in the question and answer session, you can write your questions, whatever you feel to understand and to get the more input on that one. So our team will be definitely happy to answer the queries. Now over to Yogesh and
Thank you, Yogesh. Welcome all to this webinar. So we will start. The agenda of our this webinar will be about GIS. We will know a little bit about GIS, what is remote sensing and GIS, what is this technology, how we can use it in into surface analysis. Then we will go to something like the applications in mining, their potentials, GIS tools potentials in mining, different platforms which can be used, products, and then we will discuss some specific platforms like ArcGIS Pro or desktop applications, enterprise applications, and SiteScan, which is a drone data analysis software, but cloud-based, so no need to install this software to any system. So we will start about the GIS. What is GIS? So GIS stands for Geographical Information System, and it means it's a system which deal in spatial data. Spatial data means any data which has location information attached with it. And GIS has capability to create, manage, analyze, map data and maps to all type of spatial data. Like we are collecting, suppose my name is Rohit. Rohit is a data, but if I attach my address with my name, so now it's becomes spatial. I'm attaching a location information with her data. So once I attach my address with my name, I can pinpoint on any GIS platform. I can open my name on a location. So similarly, for any data sets, when we attach the location, we can open it on a map. And now organizations like government organizations, private bodies as well, they are using GIS to populate maps, interactive maps, doing performance analysis, as well as sharing their information within the organization or outside of the organizations. So there will be no limit or no restriction to sharing these data or these maps or these applications in certain format, because E3 platforms are very scalable and you can use it in you can open n number of different format of data in it. Second thing is remote sensing. So remote sensing, basically the base of this GIS. Remote sensing, by the definition, if we go, so it's definitely by the definition, it's like capturing information of any object or phenomena without getting in contact. This is the definition. So if we are capturing image from our cell phone, mobile phone, it's also remote sensing. And if a satellite revolving around the earth capturing surface images of earth's surface is also remote sensing, or a drone flying at 100 or 200 feet capturing the image of the surface, it's also remote sensing. So platforms could be different, data and data types are also different in remote sensing, not just limited to optical sensor. There are different kind of sensors, and we will use according to our requirement. Like we can use the SAR sensors, or we can use the LiDAR sensors. So we use this data like satellite imagery, which you can see in right hand side corner, bottom corner. So it's a satellite imagery, and over it we draw the road networks. Similarly, if we are doing the survey for the mining, and we capture high resolution satellite image or drone image of any mine area, so we can easily digitize or capture the all those physical or non-physical informations, like if there is any boundary, parcel boundary or khasra boundary, which we get from any government department or any other department, we can plot that boundary over a drone data, so we can identify it, or we can mark those boundary in physical manner. We can put pillars in the ground to identify those plots, or we want to count the trees within a parcel or certain area. Those things we can do. We can demarcate the road networks or any path or any benches, if there are any benches are there, or man-made features like any house built up or built up areas are there, we can identify those things, we can mark those things. And like if you are taking doing survey time to time temporal basis, like every 15 days or 1 month, we can identify what changes are happening within this time period. Now we are coming to the mining. So how is GIS solution help in the mining? So ArcGIS mining tools are enabled to locate all the critical aspect in mining life cycle. To be very precise, it can plot and cross-reference in order to better visualizations. What it means, like if we start our mine planning, or if we starting our work on some area and we receive a topo sheet for that area, or the village map, village sheet from the departments, and those sheets are mostly in hard copy, like a PDF or PDF hard copies. So we can open PDF data in the softwares. We can georeference those data, cross-reference those data. The meaning of georeferencing is we can provide the exact latitude, longitude of each aspect, each point of that map. We can georeference that, and once that map is georeferenced, we can easily trace all those information within the topo sheets as per our requirement. And once those informations are traced, those are spatial, so no need to require other software to do those things. So like it's cut down all dependency on all other sources. One software can do all those things. We can use those data into mineral explorations, evaluating the mining conditions. In mining conditions, like when we are doing the drone survey for a mining area, and we created a 3D model of drone, 3D model upon mining area, we will see some of the example of it. And once the 3D model is created, elevation model is created, we can identify if blasting is happening in certain part of mines, how much material going to be extracted, if any haul road are created, the slope of the haul road is there are in permissible limit or not, driving vehicle on those roads are like safe or not. This kind of assessment evaluation we can do. We can manage our all the assets in it. Asset means if you are having the large number of land parcel with us, and we want to visualize those land parcel in a digital format. Digital format means on a screen I open a map and I click on any parcel, then I have all the information about the parcels, like area of that parcels, when that parcel was last purchased. If any document regarding that parcel, we can attach those document also with that data. So anyone sitting anywhere in maybe the site in Odisha but head office in Kolkata, so anyone sitting in Kolkata, he can open that data and get all the informations. No need to share those information in a flash drive or email. To just publish those data on a web GIS, and anyone sitting in a headquarter can access those data. Similarly, we can manage our mining database, like I already shared. If I had large number of assets all around the India and I want to manage those data, I want to create a database, spatial database for that, and I want to manage those database, so I can do that too. Similarly, for reclamation activity, so this is very important. Any mining activity, there is a major activity for reclamation. We do reclamation our lands, and for that we use this technology. Like if we plan some reclamation activity for next 15 years and we want to reclaim some of the land in next 15 years, and we want to see is our activity on schedule or not. If not, then why it's not happening? What are the parameters or what are the phenomena which are causing the delay? So for that, we just need to publish those satellite image or drone image which are already captured for some of the other activities, and by comparing those images, we can come to one conclusion. So one data sets which were already used for some other activity, for mine planning or something, we can use it for some other activity. So this is how you can utilize your one activity and get maximum result from it. The potential of these tools are like it will help you in all stages of mining, starting from survey to reclamation. In survey, you can generate base map. You can get the base map from it. We will see some of the example of it. You can get high resolution satellite image for your need. If you require high resolution satellite image, you can get it free cost. No costing will be done for that. Road connectivity, for the India entire road networks, you can get road data is there. No need to do that. Land use, land cover classifications you can do. If you are already doing aerial survey, so using that data you can do that land use, land cover classification. Or if you want, there is a free data available, land use, land cover classified data available. You can use that. You can by getting all this data, you can prioritize your actions. You can target the locations, identify the causes, or identifying the different locations for the survey. So this is how these softwares, these solutions will help you to do the field survey. In exploration, we get most of the data from the different departments, like geological maps, geophysical maps, or village map from the different departments. We can do the georeferencing of that, and we can use assessment over it. We can capture the information from those maps once those maps are georeferenced, and we can use it into planning. Similarly, for the feasibility and planning, we can do the environmental impact assessment. Environmental impact assessment, like I plan for some activity for certain area, and for based on that activity, some land use going to be converted into something else. Like there is a tree field is there, vegetation, green vegetation fields are there. Now that is converted to some other field. So we can monitor that, and we can exactly know the information, like how much area going to be converted, so how much new tree we need to be planted. So this is how we can use this software to plan our activity in ahead. For project plan, we can use it, all the data sets we are having, and like currently many organizations using AutoCAD to do their project plans or mine plans. So if you have this software, you already have high resolution satellite image, drone images, all those data sets you have, which you can open it. You can georeference your PDF map and open it. So you can literally create your project plan in these softwares. There is no dependency on other softwares and later convert into in GIS format and then use it. There will be no dependency on it. You can do your planning from the scratch on these softwares, and these softwares will support all those activities. And organizations are doing that. There is nothing like no one is doing. There are doing people there who are doing this kind of activity. In reclamation we already discussed, so in reclamation process also this software will be a great help. Going forward, this slide, in this slide we are just expressing the capabilities of these platforms. So these platforms are not limited to the simple desktop applications where you can open satellite image and do some kind of digitizations. If you want to enhance the capability, if you want to use this software into other field or in logistic or in calculating the dump or sharing your data from all around the world or within the organization, all those capabilities these softwares have. These softwares even have the big data capacity. Big data capacity, like you are getting lots of data from different sources and you want to filter out data as per the requirement and generate one report from it. So you can do that. There is no dependency on other software. These softwares are capable enough to do that. This software will support open data source, so you can open it. The data which are generated from these softwares are standard data, so you can open those data into other format too. These, as I already mentioned, these are very scalable software, so you can use other format of data to open in these platforms and do analysis over it. Sharing is very easy in it. You can share by n number of types, like you can share as a file, you can share as a map service, you can share as a interactive applications, web applications. And for creating a web application, no coding will be required. Simple configurations, by simple configuration you can do it. You can add a real-time IoT data with this with your maps, like there are CCTV installed different location. If you want to see the real footage of those camera on a map, you can also do that. There is a capability of this software. If you install some IoT sensor for capturing the moisture data from the ground, so if those sensors are pushing their data to server, you can fetch those data and visualize on a map. So on a map you can on a real time you have the informations like what is the moisture content of a dump which are like extracted last night or fortnight. So this is how you can use this data and enhance the capabilities. Now we're going to discuss about the product. So ISRI offered different sets of products. For our simplifications, we divided it into three parts, which is like desktop, device, and servers. So desktop applications like standalone softwares installed in a laptop or any desktop, and you upload your data, you get your data, do analysis over it, and share that data. So these are the desktop applications. Desktop applications like ArcMap is like branded softwares, classic softwares, like several versions are there and people are using since 15 years. ArcGIS Pro is the most advanced GIS desktop software currently available in the market. So the speciality with the ArcGIS Pro, it's also connected with the ISRI Cloud. So if you want to share your data as a web application or as a dashboard, you can do that using the ArcGIS Pro. City Engine is also desktop application which is more suitable for the city planners and city architectures. Going to the devices, so there are several applications which are mobile applications or web applications. Mobile applications like Survey 123 pardon. So Survey 123 is created for field data capture. Suppose I'm doing an activity and I need to capture some information from the ground. Like I need to capture the who is doing some activity on a mining, what his name, age group, which group he's belong, and which is his shift. Like I'm doing this survey for the active mine and how many employees currently working on a mine. So what I need to do, I just create a form, survey form. That's it. Anyone who is have this mobile application, Survey 123 mobile application, just enter the credentials which I provided to them, and he access that form. He go to the ground, capture all those data, any data sets. If you want to attach any document like PDF or Word file, he can attach with that. If you want to capture image, he can also click an image. That image will also be geotagged. Geotag means sometimes you open Google Earth and you find some images are there with the location, tagged with the location. That image only open that on that location. So it will show you like at this particular location, these are the scenarios from the ground. It's a ground view. So with this application, you also do that. You can create a dashboard. Dashboard example we will see. Side scan is very very useful softwares, especially for the miners. This is the cloud-based drone data processing software. We will see in detail of the software. In the server part, there are like ArcGIS Online or ArcGIS Enterprise. So ArcGIS Online also a SaaS concept, software as a service. So if you don't want to install any software in your devices, you want to use software as a service, means there is no limitation for you to use one laptop. Like I installed ArcGIS Pro in this laptop, so anytime I want to work on any GIS datasets, I have to work on this laptop. But if I have credential for ArcGIS Online, I can open anywhere. ArcGIS Online, just like opening your Gmail, you need your login ID and password. You can open this software anywhere. You can upload your data, you can share your data, you can do basic analysis over it. If you want to publish your entire mine's drone data to within your organization, so anyone within your organization can see that, you can also do that. ArcGIS Enterprise is a bigger version of ArcGIS Server. Here you can integrate all types of data coming from all different sources. You can create your own GIS application, which is called WebGIS. Like I don't need all thousands numbers of tools which are available in ArcGIS Pro. I just require these 15 tools and these 15 queries for my organization. So I can create a web application, a WebGIS applications, and in those applications only those tools which are useful for me and those queries which are useful for me are there. And these web applications work as a software, web softwares. Anyone with the credentials can use it. We will see in detail of this enterprise also. Going forward, ArcGIS Pro. So like earlier we discussed, ArcGIS Pro is the most advanced GIS software currently available in the market, and this software literally open any kind of data, any kind of big data, any kind of GIS or remote sensing data is available in the market. You can open it, do analysis over it. Like heavy to heavy LiDAR data you can open here and you can do analysis over it, and these are like market standards. So all those big corporations, they are using this software to do processing those data too. It has capability to do analysis over 2D, 3D, 4D data. 4D data basically means temporal data. If you capturing your drone data every 15 days and you want to visualize the work progress or the operational requirement, you have some operational requirement which you want to visualize, you can use this software to do that too. And as I already mentioned, this software is cloud connected, so you can directly share your data with your cloud account, and anyone who has access to your account or anyone who you provided the access, he can see your data. The type of access, it can be decided, like you can only provide them viewing rights, so he can only view that data, or if you can, okay, you can provide them editing rights, so he can edit that data too. Going forward, like we already mentioned, he has the vast capability in analytics, 3D analytics, 2D analytics, spatial analytics, network analytics, image analytics. Like any kind of image, this data can open and do analysis over it. Data management, so heavy to heavy data sets, you can create, manage, you can create entire inventory here in this data. You can literally open the real-time data in it. Like you can integrate your IoT sensor data with it, topography data, all kind of topography or mapping data which you receive from the different sources, government or other research bodies. You can open that data, visualize data, and if you want to capture those informations and convert into other format, you can also do that. Going forward, these are the some snaps which we work. So how this is the screenshot from the ArcGIS Pro. So when you open the ArcGIS Pro, this is how you the software will be look like. So in left hand side is an orthomosaic image. Orthomosaic image is basically image captured by a drone, and in the right hand side is a DSM, digital surface model. So its surface model is basically it's showing the elevation. So all those light color are showing high elevations. All those dark pixels are showing low elevations. So you can literally visualize here the in high elevation data and low elevation data. So in mining area, those dumps, the ore dumps which are kept on mining inventory area, you can visualize here. In next, we can classify those dumps into separate types. Like there are separate kind of dumps. In here we visualize for our requirement like pebbles, crushed rock, sands. So with that, you can see we also mentioned the volume. So once you have the DSM data, you can calculate the dump volume and you can visualize that dump into 3D. This is called stockpile volume calculation. So with the classifications, like what is that stockpile is, it is crushed stone or pebble or sand, pardon. You can also visualize the volume of that, and if you see it by clearly, you can identify the edges. So all those dump stockpiles are there, you can identify their edges too. Find edges identification means if something happened, some dumps are reduced in the volume, you can not only identify it into numbers, also you can visualize that, like which part of that stockpile the dumps are decreased, or the fine line of the edges are distorted. So you can also visualize that too. The next benefit is you can generate report about it. So no, just visualization and getting data into map is nothing use of it. We want to convert that into active information. Active information means I'm collecting DSM, I'm visualizing, I'm doing the stockpile volume estimations. Now I want to convert it to report. So you can convert it to report. Format you can set, any format you can set, like you are seeing here. So one format be selected, and in a format you can literally convert your volumetric informations which are getting from the image or the DSM into bar graph. So it is easy to visualize like how much volume of what type of materials are dumped there or stocked there. So you can visualize that, and you can do automation of it, like every 15 days if drone survey is happening, that data can be converted into DSM automatically, and this study happened. The software will do this study and convert that study into a report and publish that report, or give you the link where you can download that report. This is just like which I was explaining like right now, the automation process. So you can make a model. So like I have I am operating 5 mines in 5 different areas. So the requirement for making models is once. So once I created a model for one data sets, I can use it to n number of data sets, and the result will be same. So my like the effort which I need to put will be cut down. The man hours which you require to do those kind of activities will be decreased, and you are getting the same result. A land acquisition system is a very important and very critical for our for the mining industry. So once the land is allotted for some activity, so once the land is allotted, we need to identify that land and the current scenario over it. So for that we receive scanned revenue map, khasra maps, tie points, control points. We just need to do the georeference of that. Okay, it's a very simple process. Georeferencing those maps is a very simple process. We just to identify those points, we can do the georeference. Within 10 minutes, you can do the georeferencing. Once georeferencing is done, you can create geodatabase. Geodatabase means basically you are marking all those plots, all those vegetation boundary. If any river is passing or water stream is passing through that area, you can digitize that too. It's called vectorization. Okay, it's a vectorization of data. So you can vectorize it too. And like I plotted all the plot area, khasra boundary within the survey maps, and now I have one Excel sheet with me, and with that Excel sheet, all those auxiliary data, attribute data, which are there in the Excel sheet, I can attach that Excel sheet with my drawing. So this is basically means you created one file, drawing file in AutoCAD, and now you want to attach a Excel sheet with it, you can do that. Okay, or like if you have khasra plot in an AutoCAD format, you can convert it to GIS format and add the this Excel sheet with that data. So that Excel sheet will be attached, and with each khasra, all those information which are saved into Excel sheet, you can visualize on a map. So this graphic we are showing, basically you can do your offline mapping area and explore, and you can do by offline means there is no need to every time you have the internet connections. Okay, if you downloaded the satellite image, if you captured your area of interest in your software, so once you captured that data, anytime you can open that data, you can pre-plan your activity. If there is no internet connections, no worry of that, you can pre-plan your activity too, and like that in this map there is a planning are created, different symbologies are provided for the different area, like active mines, or in area need to be explored, or area need to be do the next activity. So these kind of things you can do, and every time no requirement of internet connections. Like once you downloaded the satellite images, you can do that offline too. This is another use case, like these are the truck movements. So GPS devices are installed into those trucks which are moving in the mining area, and what I did, I linked that with our map. So once the trucks are moving in the mining area, I can visualize in the real time. So you can basically see the real time data using these applications. Data sharing. So we already discussed some of it. So data sharing, it's a very easy. If you want to share your data in any format, or any like type of data, or any other format you want to convert your data and share, you can do that. These softwares are capable enough to do that. If you want to create with your data to create one application, web applications, you can also do that. We will see some example of it. I will give you one brief how to convert your satellite image into a web applications. It is a very simple. You can create vector maps, like in this screen you can see all those buildings are vectorized. So basically they are digitized on a high resolution satellite image, and you can share it. Other thing is, if you are have the enterprise, so you can create your own web applications, and you can share your applications. You can create your applications, share your data over it, and you can share the link, your web application link, with anyone, and anyone has the internet connection, simple internet connection, he can access your entire study. And definitely, if you want to put restriction over it, you can create credentials. You only share the credentials with limited number of people, so limited number of people will access that data. Simply, it's like on the web, so no restriction. Anytime you want to visualize that data, do analysis over it, or generate report from those data, you can do that. Field maps too. We already discussed a little bit about it. So field map, there is example of geology survey. So similarly, we discussed about only survey 1, 2, 3. There are other field applications too, like quick capture. So these applications are used to capture information from the ground. Like if you can see, people are capturing information about the rock formations, or if they identified any type of ore within those rock features, so they just captured the locations, put all those data, captured image. So once they, like, while they are capturing these information is auto sync with your web applications, and anyone who is sitting in the office can see these data in a real time, or you can come to the office and see that. There is no need to convert these survey data to other format and upload it to the applications. Then you can only visualize your survey data. No, once you do the survey, you save your survey, your data will go to the cloud. Your cloud account or if your mobile application is linked with your online account, so in a real time you can visualize data. Okay, if I'm capturing this to my mobile network, through my mobile network, so if is the location of my mobile is coming accurate or not, if this picture is too blur or not. So you can visualize in the real time, and there is no dependency to data conversion. These are some other examples of geological survey, and you can see, like in the third picture, they inspected a wall or floor, mud pile, these kind of survey they did. They captured images, they captured the points, or as well as lines, images, and they save it. And once they save, that data go to their account. This is an example of dashboard. So you are getting in all those information like survey data from the ground, real-time data from the ground, like your attendance system is linked with the GIS. So anyone who is entering your area, you can in a real time you visualize, okay, these are the persons who is entering my area, and these are the tasks assigned to these persons. So is these tasks are done or not? So you can visualize this in real time as a dashboard. Dashboard means anyone with internet connection can access that. So for the dashboard, no licenses will be required. Whenever anyone created the licenses, he can share as a link with within the organization, and he can visualize this dashboard. Geoprocessing also very simple. Like we need to classify the satellite image or drone image as per our requirement, because satellite images capture n number of data, n number of land use within our area of interest. But we are only interested for 5 type of land use, like water bodies or depositions or built up area within my mining. So I can only classify those area, and by time to time, every data I do those classification to identify like which area is converting to which land use. Okay, these kind of studies are very simple. Okay, these softwares are capable enough to do that. Similarly, mine reclamation process. So like you are doing classification, so you are classifying satellite images since 20 years, and since 20 years satellite images are freely available, or you can get from the ISRI data repository. That ISRI has 2 biggest data repository in the world. Like one is called Living Atlas for the entire world. So those data also provided from the government source only, and there is one product called IndoArcGIS, which is only created for the Indian specific, and all those government Indian data sets are there. Like if you want village boundary is there. If you want election constitution boundary, that data is also there. Road network, entire India railway networks, entire India water streams, everything. Every data is there, provided by some government agency or some kind of government ministry. So those data are very authentic, and you can rely on that. So a benefit of these 3 platforms till now, like we see 2D, 3D visualization, which is very helpful in mining operation, historical data analysis. Like today I'm acquiring this software, but I have data sets, I have mine plans since 10 years, which I saved in AutoCAD format or other format. So you can convert anytime, you can convert into GIS format, and or if you don't want to convert, no problem, you can directly open your AutoCAD data into GIS format. Okay, just you need to do the georeferencing. Okay, so once georeferencing done, that AutoCAD data you can visualize as a vector data. Real-time monitoring, you can do stockpile volume calculation. We see example of it. You can do that too. Safety, inventory management, futuristic planning, reclamation activity. All these activity you can do using these platforms, and these platforms will be cut down the man-hour required to do this activity till now. Enterprise. So as we discussed, we will discuss a little bit about what is enterprise. So basically, enterprise is a GIS front, and in the background, all those applications are working. So you generating data from your desktop applications, you are generating data from your AutoCAD applications, you are converting to some other format, you are also doing the drone survey, collecting data, you are also getting data from other agencies, the agencies who are providing GPS services to, which are installed to your vehicles. There is other data which are provided by other agency, which is like attendance system. So who is within your premises, you want to get that data in real time too. And you are getting some data from the meteorological department of Survey of India in other format, like predictions, climate predictions. So you can integrate all those data on one map using Enterprise. Enterprise has capability to integrate all those data sets, all different kind of data sets. Either the data sets is AutoCAD, vector data, image data, or data coming as an API, or data coming into Excel sheet. Even that, all those data can be integrated on one platform. You can visualize over a map. Then you can create a portal. Portal means a GIS platform, a GIS web GIS application. Web GIS application is you are literally creating a GIS software just for your use. So all those data coming from different sources, you convert it into a GIS software which is only going to use by your organization, no one else. So the benefit is you control entire everything, where those data are stored, where those data are saved, the server's locations, the applications part, the software part, everything within your control. And if you want to share that portal or some part of portal to anyone outside of your organization, you can also do that. Anyone sitting in any part of the world with internet connection, if you share your application with him, he can access it. So this is the beauty of it. And big organizations and government organizations like smart cities and municipal corporation and different like railways and other ministry, they are using this enterprise application. Now we come to the site scan. So site scan is a very unique software. It is designed for automated drone survey. So benefit of it, once you want to survey a certain part of your mines, so what you need, you just link your drone with this application, and this application is a cloud based, so no need to install. You just need your credentials, login ID and password, just like Gmail ID. You log in you link your drone with your software, and you command your drone to fly this area at this height, capture image at this GSD or pixel size, and one person from your team go to the location and just fly the drone and forget. Then that drone will do the survey automatically. If there is a slope, that drone will follow that slope, capture image. That image automatically is saved to the cloud. And if there is an internet connection, if there is no internet connection, then you have to, once the drone is landed, need to upload it on the cloud. Once data is uploaded, you have to provide instruction to the softwares, like which output you want. You want 3D model, you want point cloud model, you want DSM, DM, you want only ortho image. Whatever product you want, you just provide the instruction to the software. Software will take their time as per the data size, do the processing. When processing done, you will receive one notifications, and one notification get, you can download that data from that link. In that notification there will be a link, and you can download that data and you can use it. So you can basically open that data to any GIS software, and it is more capable to easy to open with ArcGIS, because city site scan is also from the ArcGIS ecosystem. So like I explained, it's an end-to-end cloud-based drone mapping software, and these are the some snaps of those data. We will see some of the example of it which we did for some factory in Karnataka. So what makes it unique? It's very simple to use, simplified and automated, no human interaction, no human required for data processing. Everything will done automatically. Powerful flight planning, fully India host and compliant, clouds are there. So it's follow the MINFI guidelines. Okay, you can do your fleet management. Like if you have 5 or 10 drones, so you can do the fleet management, like when the last this drone was flown, which area, who was the pilot, and how much images it took. Everything you can get one dashboard within the software, and you can do the fleet management. These are the steps. So a very simple step: plan, execute, flight, upload the process on the India cloud. So automatically uploading of the data, visualize, analyzing, and share, and publish that content. So you can publish that data, and like at a time 50 or 60 people, if you want to share that data, you can share it. They can visualize that 2D 3D model freely. There is no additional licenses required to visualize those data, and for the visualizing no software will be required. They can just visualize as a web link with internet connection. So what it provides the value for the user: capture time will be reduced, productivity improve, definitely productivity improve because no human interaction required, so chances of error are less because everything is automated. High accuracy data, very high quality data is produced. Smarter insight, provide a smarter insight and an analysis of the data which you captured, and collaborate more effectively. These are some other benefits of side scan. So once you receive the any drone data as ortho image, you can do the digitization, you can do generate the 3D panoramic images, you can generate the elevation model, everything you can generate, and we will see some of the example of it also. This is a working of the side scan. So this is how the screen will be look like when you are planning to do the drone survey for any particular area. So this is how the screen will be look like. And you're providing every instructions like the angle of the camera, the height, at which height it's going to fly. Like I'm providing this at 200 feet, so my drone will going to fly at 200 feet, and my drone will provide me the input. Like with this drone, my software will providing me with this drone, it will take around 96 minutes to capture all those images. Okay. Similarly, see, they captured the stadiums, and the stadiums, different row of the stadiums are captured, and the drone will fly in a manner so that the pixels will not pixelated. The pixel size will be similar for entire image. You can visualize like in 3D also, like how this drone going to fly, like from this part of the area, this drone going to fly, and how this drone will conduct the survey under the snap. There's a side scan manager. So basically, once you receive the images, the output, so how you can use those images, how you can visualize those images, convert, or if you want to overlay a PDF or CAD data to perform quality control, you can also do that too. Navigation, everything you can do using side scan manager. This is an example of side scan manager. So now, basically, in ArcGIS ecosystem, every softwares are there, every solutions are there, which is required for mining activities, which are is your job by in three aspects of mining, starting from planning, operational, and environmental. So in all these three aspects, this software will provide a great help. We will go see some of the demo of these applications. So this first application is basically it's an inventory. Using side scan, a drone survey was done of some a construction area, and if you can see, the drone survey are done every 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and that data is stored as a on some server. So and you can visualize that if you want to compare like 3 months back, what are the scenario, what's happened in 3 months back, and how much progress I have happened right now, or what are the condition of my mine 3 months back, and now is those operations are on a schedule or not. So you can do that too. So this other application is a very useful. It's called ISRI Web App. This is a web applications, and basically this is the satellite image data inventory. So I just opened one mining area in Odisha in this image, which you can see here. So now I want, suppose I'm working in this area and I want to visualize since 7 years or 10 years, what are the scenario here where the developments happened or not. So what I can do, now currently we are seeing the image of 13th of October 2021. Now I want to visualize for 2016. Okay, so I just stick to cursor to the 2016 and you can visualize it. Okay, so once I remove, you can see what are the changes happen. So any part of the mind, I zoom in and take the cursor to the 2016 and you can see. So in preview you can see what are the scenario at 2016. Now I want to compare it, so just open this swipe, and at what end I selected 2021 and other part I selected 2016. So and now I want to visualize what are the changes happened. So you can see these are the changes happened from 2016 to 2021. In 5 years these are the changes happened. Okay, so you can visualize. Okay, it is a free of cost. Once you are part of the H3 ecosystem, you can use these services. And now some of have these questions: can we use these images, can we use this data as a product into our desktop application? Yes, you can do it free of cost. There will be no charges. So what I do, I just add this to my cloud. I add these two data, 2021 and 2018. You can see these two are added. Now I have to click it. Once I click, the map setting will ask, like, you want to create a web map. So yeah, I want to create. So for those two data sets for a certain area, one web map is created. Now it's opening. Okay, so with this map, there are several options you have. You can open this data. Yeah. So these map are created. These map are created on my name, on my account, my S3 account, and we have several options. How we want to visualize? We want to open this at desktop application, which is ArcMap. If you have ArcMap, you can open in ArcMap. If you have ArcGIS Pro, you can open in ArcGIS Pro. If you want to create a presentation of it, you can create a presentation. Field map you can create, or you can convert this map as a web application at instant. Web application, dashboard, anything you can convert it. There is no limitation. Or if you simply want to share with someone, you can also share. So we will see on web map. So web map means I'm basically opening on ArcGIS Online. So this application is now currently opening. These two data sets are currently opening on my ArcGIS Online account. So like if you have the ArcGIS Pro account, you get ArcGIS Online account by default, and now I open. So you can see. So I get this data free of cost, no effort supplied, and you can see we only select these two images, 2021 and 2018. So sorry. So we get all these two satellite images freely as a product, and we are using this. And activity is done, so you can clear. And if you want to open any place other data, so suppose I'm right Noida, where I'm currently sitting. So this application take me to the Noida, and only version with local changes. So yeah, so these are the satellite images currently available with the local changes available with the local changes. So I can select any two satellite images or one satellite image and use for my study. So this is the web app application. You can use it as per your requirement. This application is still loading because the data set is heavy. It will take some time. We'll go to other other applications. So why I'm giving you example of this application? So this is a web application created by someone, Israel team, and in these applications, what they do, they basically visualizing the volume in 3D by drawing lines. Okay, So what they do, they ask us to do the activity like this DSM, digital model, digital surface model were provided. They ask us to draw a line. So by drawing line means we are drawing, they are assuming we are drawing a dam. So we created a dam height of 58 meters, and once 58 meter of dam is created, how much water it can hold. So volume of that water, the height of the water, it can go. So software is running the analysis. Once analysis is, yeah, now analysis is done. So you can see, you can visualize once analysis is done, you can visualize once this dam of this height is created, this much of volume of water it can store, the surface area, what will be the surface area. Okay, why I'm showing you this example, this same applications can be used for the volume estimation for the exploration. Okay, suppose for the mining activity I need to cut down this dump, and once this dump is cut down, how much volume of ore or how much volume of material going to be extracted. And in advance, if I know the exact information, this much volume is going to be extracted, we can plan our activity according to that. So these application can use, here we are using into different aspect, but same thing we can use it for different aspects. Next example is one property tax or parcel based database, land parcel database, land database. So these are the high resolution satellite images, high resolution images which are captured, and once this captured, all those you can see here, all those parcels are there, are digitized, and all those information related to those parcels are attached with those digitized images. So who is the owner, the address of the owner, any, if any documents are there, summary, everything attached. So similarly, we can create for our area, for every parcels we can create this database. And benefit is like, suppose I have 7 or 8 allocated area for different 5 different state, I can create one database which have information of all those 7 states. Okay, so we can centralize our database at one place, and at one place we can visualize everything, we can see the progress, we can manage the data, we can handle those data. Next example is a site scan model. So once site scan survey is done, so we choose to output. So this survey we did for some factory area in Karnataka using side scan, and we did this processing is done by the side scan. So this is 2D data, ortho image. By using this image, you can capture those informations. You can see the quality of the data. You can basically capture everything in these data sets. And if you want to generate 3D model from a simple drone image also, you can do that. So next example is the 3D model of same factory. So this is a 3D model of that factory. You can see. So this is a 3D model of that factory which we saw on in 2D right now, 2D just now, and you can see you can visualize everything, even the dumps, the stockpiles which are stored there. You can also see them too. And if the processor, if the person who providing me rights to visualize this data, provide me right to analyze the volume of this dump or this stockpiles, I can also do that too. So this software, which examples I already shown to you in the presentations. So these softwares will provide you a credible, high resolution 2D, 3D data sets, DSM models, surface models, as well as the tools which are required to do analysis over it. Let's see if data is uploaded or not. It's taking bit longer time. So Yeah. So basically, it's a construction site. So this data is captured by a construction company, and basically they want to visualize their work progress in every 2 months or 3 months. And so what they did, they linked their drone with the site scan. They captured the satellite drone data for the construction site for every 15 days, every 2 months, and visualize like what are the scenario there, how much works are done, and based on that they created a model. So this 3D model which you can see is created by using the drone data, and the entire inventory is there.
So thank you all the audience for attending this webinar, and we will be coming up with new webinars for new topics. So please stay tuned, and you can reach us through this particular contact information which is shown on the screen. So if you have any questions which you couldn't ask this time, you can also ask those through emails. So thank you everybody. Have a nice day.